Hey again, everybody. Brandon Swanson here with Most Valuable Podcasts. And again, we are talking our top 25 preview. This time, number 10, cracking the top 10, the Florida State Seminoles. Yep, we still got them there. Let me just go through who they lost. So, Jameis Winston, wide receiver Rashad Green, tight end Nick O'Leary, 2014 Mackey Award winner, by the way, and 4 seniors on the line. Who the hell else they got? I mean, they lost a huge group of not just guys, quality guys who made an impact all over the field. That is big for Florida State. So to have them still in the top 10, generous, I think. Maybe we were smoking weed that night. I don't know. It was just a interesting pick, I think, to be able to have them in the top 10 with losing all those guys. Just saying. The ACC title, got that last year. They went 13-1. They had won 29 straight games before losing to Oregon in the Rose Bowl. That's impressive. This team, I'm going to say, was very good. Now this team is maybe just good. But this year, running back Dalvin Cook returns for his sophomore campaign as a freshman, over 1,000 yards, and people are already saying potential Heisman candidate. That's good. That's great. This Dalvin Cook will be, I think, very good. What is so interesting to me, what I'm ready for, the battle between Sean McGuire and Everett Golson. That's going to be interesting. Will it be McGuire who got his chance against Clemson last year when Jameis was sitting out for who knows a million reasons? We don't know which one, I don't think, anymore. But he had over 300 yards, but intercepted 2 times, sacked 5 times. And Everett Golson is just more comfortable in the quarterback position. But does Everett Golson know how to play this quarterback position? That, I don't know. The move from Notre Dame to Florida State was an interesting one, in my opinion. I don't know why Golson did it. Maybe he was so pissed with last year, I would have left him too. But now he's with the Florida State Seminoles. Well, in his opinion, I think he went up. In my opinion, I think he goes down. I think that Florida State will not be as good as what they were last year and may disappoint quite a few fans. Defensively, they've got to get better. They were allowing an average of 5.5 yards per play. They only had 17 sacks in 2014. That's got to get better. They do have depth in the trenches, and that's something that will be very good. In the offseason, they have been preaching pass rushing. They need pass rushing. Linebackers may struggle again, but this team may struggle as a whole. And now for the schedule. So week 1, the Texas State Bobcats. That's a win. The first couple of weeks, I think Florida State's getting a little easy. First week, again, Texas State Bobcats, they get a win. Week 2, the USF Bulls. I think they'll beat the University of South Florida. I think they'll get them 2-0. At Boston College, now we're getting in to the conference. Boston College, I have high hopes for them. I don't know why. I think that they'll be better, but I think that every year, and they aren't always. But I think that at Boston College, they'll beat the Eagles. So the Seminoles, starting off 3-0. People are probably going, Brandon, what are you talking about? You're over here preaching that they're not going to be that good, and yet they're 3-0. Well, hold your horses. 3-0, week 4 at Wake Forest. That game, they could wear blindfolds. They'd get a win. Wake Forest just at the bottom. I mean, quite honestly, they're at the bottom. So 4-0. Week 5, Miami Hurricanes. Same thing. 5-0 for Florida State. 3-0 in the conference. Now, Louisville. And this may shock a lot of people. A loss for the Seminoles. Louisville's getting up there. I think that there's more consistency there. I think they have more holes filled. I think there's too many holes here that can be exploited on Florida State. Offensively, defensively. I don't think there's enough power offensively. Cook can't do it all. And if McGuire's in there, or if Golson's in there, who knows? It may be shaky on both ends. So now, you're 5-1. Doesn't get easier. They'll go to Georgia Tech and the Yellow Jackets. It won't end well for them. Georgia Tech will get the win. Then we move on to Syracuse. Another pretty easy team. There's a win there for the Seminoles. Then they'll go to Clemson. And the Tigers are going to be good. And they're going to Clemson. Again, on the road, Clemson is at home, a good, strong, stout team. They are going to wallop on Florida State. NC State. NC State. You look there, and NC State is going to be a win for Florida State, but again, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. And NC State isn't a team that jumps out to me, but I looked at this one and I thought, could that just be a huge upset? But then I thought, don't be an idiot. And then Chattanooga, the Mocs, it's a win there, and then at Florida to end the season. Florida's too good. They're from the SEC. They're going to whoop some ass. Florida State is going to lose. I think Florida, again, just a better all-around team. They're going to be at Gainesville. It's going to be, I think, a little easier for Florida. Florida State ends the season at 8-4, 5-3 in the conference. Ending the conference with a pretty good record, but 8-4 for Florida State? That's almost unheard of. After 29 straight wins in a row. Again, with the loss coming to Oregon in the Rose Bowl. This is going to be a season of change at Florida State. It's not as consistent. It's not as cohesive. Ultimately, they're not as good. And that's that. Folks, if you want to check out the ACC podcasts, you can check it out right up here over my left shoulder. Take a listen to that. Good stuff in there that we talk about, Ricky and I. If you want to follow me on Twitter, at young_swan19. If you want to follow Most Valuable Podcasts on Twitter, at Most Valuable Pod. And comment down below. What'd you like? What didn't you like? Do you agree? Do you disagree? Do you think that Florida State could have a down season? Do you think that I'm completely wrong? Maybe you live in a fantasy world. Well, they'll go undefeated. But that would be one hell of a world, and I would love to be invited. Because who doesn't love a good fantasy? Just saying. And folks, also, we're going with something new. We've got a t-shirt that we are selling, a white tee with the MVP logo on it. It's not just for a white t-shirt contest. Now, come on now. But we're selling this because we want to make enhancements, improvements. We want to make things better for you. As I've kept saying, we're doing this for you. You know, you may get mad at us. You may think we're stupid. You may think we're idiots. And guess what? That's okay. On some things, honestly, maybe we are. You know, you just got to laugh. But maybe we are. Maybe you do know a little bit more than us. But it's fun. It's interactive. We want you to interact with us. We want you to comment. We wouldn't be doing this if we wouldn't want that. So again, t-shirt, $15. You can buy it with the link down below. I'm Brandon Swanson. So long, everybody.
Hey guys, like the video? Then hit that subscribe button. But if you liked it even more, you should check out our Patreon page. We have a lot of different rewards and goals for those of you who would love to support us. So make sure to click that link down in the description to check out those pretty kick-ass rewards.